I just did a video about spreading a loved one's ashes. Okay, it was a video. There was a young woman who it said on the screen, on such and such a date, I finally fulfilled my mom's wishes of spreading her ashes off the such and such bridge. And this woman obviously had a camera set up and was recording herself, but there were other people on the bridge that were talking and, having whatever kind of day they're having. And one of these guys notices her spread these ashes off the bridge. She stops, she cries. He kind of zones in on what's happening and says, are you all alone, honey? And she turned and looked at him. He walked over and he put his arms around her. He said that must have been very important. And so I want to talk about ashes for a minute, if I could, about cremains, I believe they're called. First off, do you have any? If you're watching this video, do you have the remains of a parent, a spouse, a child, anybody? Go pets count if that's who you've got cremains of. Lord knows we have our share of cremains here in the house. We have the cremains of our dog Moose. We have the cremains of our dog Duke. We have the cremains of our dog Bonnie. My father, he's back here on one of my shelves. And my wife has part of her aunt's cremains. So that's the first thing. Do you have cremains? Secondly, what do you guys do with cremains? It's always been like how do I explain it? How do I word it, I guess I should say. A personal preference as to what one does with cremains. Some people put them out for folks to see. Some people tuck them in closets. Some people don't quite know what to do with them. A couple of our dogs' cremains are sealed up and hidden away. Our dog Bonnie, who was my wife's dog, her cremains are on a shelf in her home office here. My father is on a shelf back here. So what do you do with the cremains of your loved ones currently? And did your loved one ask you to do anything with them? Because like my father, he didn't even give a shit what we put him in, right? He's like, I'll be dead, I don't care. He literally said to the guy at the funeral home, put me in a coffee tent, I don't give a shit. And so it's like, what do you do with them? Spreading of cremains is where things get sort of dicey, considering not every place is like, yeah, you can just go ahead and spread human cremains here. This woman in this video spread them off of a bridge out in the public, but like it was more like in a rural sort of area. I've read a little bit about what needs to be done to spread cremains in other countries for people who are looking to know. But the longer we go, the more cremains we get, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with my dad because I don't want my kids to have my final Renee and I's final wishes to carry out, and then we're sitting there with remains of multiple people, and they're like, well, what do we do with all these cremains? Because at some point in time, that's what it's going to come down to. So what do you guys do with them? How do you handle them? Or you guys just keep handing them down from generation to generation, and it's like urns and shit all over the place? I'm curious, that's all.